we are absolutely delighted to welcome in Donovan Pines, the center back from Barnsley, who scored yesterday. Hello, Donovan. How are you?
I'm good. How are you guys? Thanks for having me.
We're fantastic. Hey, congrats on the result and the goal. Can you kind of take us through that match and the penalty shootout and all the drama?
Sure. I mean, it was a really, hard-fought, match, and I think it was just, a really good opposition, Wigan, and they had some really good young players, but we had the Brazilians to stay with it, stay consistent with what our game plan was to press them, and Gaga came up clutch in the dire minutes of the penalty kick shootout, and it was amazing to see him just thrive in his first game.
Donovan, we had Austin Trusty on earlier in the show, and I asked him the same exact question. I'm going to ask you now a little bit of trivia. Are you ready?
Oh, okay. All right.
Okay. You have scored 9 goals in your club career. How many of them have been headers?
4, 5.
You got to give me an answer. One of the two.
4.
5. Oh, so close.
Bet on yourself, Donovan.
That's great trivia. I'm surprised I don't know that myself. I should keep track of that.
Well, Donovan, can you tell us about what life in Barnsley has been like? And you made the move from MLS to Barnsley, and just why that decision was the right one for you to make.
I think for me, I wanted to go to some place that I felt was different for me, and I always wanted to play in England. That's always been my goal, and I wanted to try it and see how I would fare there. And coming off, just a big injury this past season, and just trusting in what I think is right in the Lord and my faith, and just trusting what I have to do to be successful. And I just put my faith in Him, and just stay focused on what I have to do to help the team be successful. And this transition has been a blessing for me. And I'm learning so many things. And in this city, there's so many good people, so much good soccer. And, I'm just where the hub of soccer is. And it's beautiful. And I'm so happy that I'm here, enjoying life here, and being amongst great people, a great fan base, and a great community.
Now, obviously, a lot of us remember you at your time at DC United. You played under Wayne Rooney. Did you have conversations with him before moving to England? And what are you hoping to get out of the move to England?
Just hopefully I can play my best soccer and just be consistent and just, glorify what is right, and I just want to keep playing the game and keep doing my best, and hopefully, keep getting to the next level and seeing what the game has for me over here.
What's the biggest difference for you going from MLS to England? Because I don't think it's talked about a lot of maybe the technical, but especially the tactical, physical aspect of the game that can be kind of shocking, I'm sure, especially as a defender. What's the biggest difference that you've noticed already?
Oof. I feel like the portion size for food, that's different for me because I eat a lot. So that was big. But I think the biggest transition tactically is, you never know your opponent and what they're going to do. I think just staying consistent with the game plan and sticking to it is huge. But every team can come ready to play, and anybody can beat you on any given day. It's amazing. And this league is fast-paced. It's intense. You got games Saturday, Tuesday, which is, really, really intense. And, that's the biggest thing within this league. We got 52 games compared to like 32, 34 in the MLS. And so it's high pace, high intensity. So the transition is huge, and you just got to be ready on all fronts. And it's a good, tough challenge, but, I'm up for it. I'm always up for the challenge, and you just never know.
Speaking of adapting, you're 6'5". Sometimes I feel like in MLS, being that tall is very helpful. Do you think you needed to adapt specifically because of your height, or use that to your advantage, or figure out different ways of playing in England?
Right. I think, there's skill sets everywhere in all different leagues, all different countries that you can play with, but you just have to use what you think is right with your skill set and how the team will benefit the most with it. So with my height in this league, hopefully I can win a lot of head balls, win a lot of strength, and just keep adding to my arsenal of just what I can use to help the team. And I think Barnsley is a good club for it, and they're going to help develop me, and they've helped develop me a lot. Transitioning from MLS to here, and I feel like this is a good league for me to showcase my best talents.
Now, obviously, the big move going to Europe brings up a topic of conversation. We talk about a lot on this desk. I know last season you obviously had a thigh injury, but you guys made the promotion playoffs. You finished in 6th place, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
What is that? What is the difference day to day playing for a league where promotion and relegation exists versus an MLS? Is there really that added pressure? Do you feel it day in, day out?
Yeah, it's a different animal. You just have to, go in there with optimism and with confidence, and you just never know what the game is gonna give you on any certain day, whether that's getting traded or the relegation and where you are on the table. But you just have to go in each day and do your job and do it right, and help your team succeed in the best way possible by staying positive, keep staying behind them, and being a good teammate. And hopefully, you get to where you guys want to be if you guys are all together as one.
Can you tell us about the process of first joining the club and you got some minutes and then you had this injury that you kind of alluded to earlier and then had to claw your way back? I know that that's such a big challenge, and mentally that can be really tough. Can you take us through kind of what that taught you in your game and now getting lucrative minutes and scoring goals?
Yeah, I think the big thing that came to light is just being patient and understanding what's important. And that's just celebrating the times that you have with your friends, family, and, significant others, and what you think is important, and just being patient. And I felt like I came in and, I was ready to go, but then the injury was a setback, but I think it was a blessing in disguise. So, it's just really thought to me is just be patient and wait for my time, and realize this, just keep my faith, and walk with faith and not by sight.
That's a great mentality. Donovan, thank you so much for taking the time to join us today. Congratulations again on the result and the goal. And we wish you continued success the rest of the season.